Ladies and gentlemen, this is a test. I repeat, this is a test. And what we're actually testing is whether one taboo conspiracy is a quote-unquote truth seeker. So my Bizzle Nizzle Alan from Ether Cosmology hit me up this morning on Discord, just asking for my thoughts on the latest taboo conspiracy video.
According to the Globe Curving Water Model, nearly 50 feet or 15 meters should be hidden below the curvature of the Earth.
All right, Taboo gives the viewer height as 3 feet and the distance as 10.68 miles, and therefore a target hidden height of 49 feet. All right, let's check out the viewer height first, shall we?
The camera, or observation height, was a mere 3 feet off of the water.
3 feet above the water. All right, this stuff here, Taboo, the stuff that the tripod is sitting on, is called sand, not water. So it's 3 feet above the sand. And we don't know the height above sea level for that sand yet.
The observer was located here on the beach.
All right, so we don't get precise observer coordinates, but we do get a Google Earth pin, and using the grid lines, we can narrow it down pretty well. So you can see where the pin is located in relation to the grid lines and in relation to these little dots around it, which is what I've tried to match in Google Earth in this inset. And that point has an elevation of 1 foot above mean sea level. But is that viewer position even accurate? No, it is not. What I want you to look at here is the angle that balcony is running at relative to the observer location. So clearly he's not in line with the balcony. So his Google Earth pin is obviously wrong. He is certainly further north along the beach, and given the angle that he's looking at that balcony, my best guess as to his actual location is this second pin, which has an elevation of 3 feet above sea level. For fuck's sake, dude, you're doing this at low tide. So now we've got to figure out how much lower the water is below mean sea level. All right, so the closest tidal station to the viewer is about 5 miles south, called Cape Nettic, and as you can see, an average low tide is about 4.5 feet below mean sea level. So for those playing along at home, the camera is 3 feet above the ground is 3 feet above mean sea level, and mean sea level is 4.5 feet above the water. So the correct observer height is 10.5 feet, not 3 feet. All right, so here's a screenshot from the video and then a little inset from Wikipedia. So the height of the building itself is 133 feet, but the bit that Taboo missed is that the focal height of the light is measured against mean high water, not mean sea level. Right, so the building itself is 133 feet tall, and if we scale that line against the 137 feet focal height, we get a line for where mean high water is. And if we go back to our NOAA datums, we can see that mean high water is about 8.7 feet higher than low tide. Right, so if we go and extend that line down another 9 feet, we get to this green line, and that represents the actual height of the water. So how much is hidden? Well, we just have to scale the height between the horizon and where the water level is at the lighthouse, and we get a measured height of 23 feet. That is how much is obscured in reality. And if we plug in the viewer height and distance, we get a refracted hidden of 23.37 feet against our measured hidden of 23 feet. So the big test for Taboo Conspiracy is whether he can acknowledge the errors in his analysis and then acknowledge that the observation matches the globe. I'm obviously not going to hold my breath.